This is a video tribute to a friend of a lifetime of mine, Don Cavanaugh, Palm Springs, California, passed away 2 weeks ago on February 23rd. I met Don in 1957. He's one of my boys of summer from my ongoing book project, and it'll be sad that he won't be able to see me finish it. But I'm going to take 3 or 4 points in Don's life. The first time I met him was 1957 at John Borquist's house in Madison, Wisconsin. John had a little hill of dirt in his backyard, and Kavanaugh ended up standing on top of it. He was smaller than me by about 20 pounds. I weighed maybe 180. He weighed 140. I knocked him off the hill the first time, and the next 2 times he knocked me off. I looked up at him and said, "You had enough, Cavanaugh?" And we were friends. At a certain point in my life, Don trusted me with the most precious thing in the world. He had been working out in San Jose, California, where he'd gotten the Jack in the Box restaurant franchise. He got a really big break and got to manage a big chain in Madison, but had to get his family back. And so his father, the late Detective Lulling of the Madison, Wisconsin homicide unit in Don, paid for me to fly out to California and drive his wife, his 1-year-old daughter, his dog, and his wife was expecting at that point. That was 50 years ago, almost today. Now Kelly is a beautiful 50-year-old woman. I've talked to her, and I'm making this video as a tribute to her father. I'm going to say one more thing. Don did, as Don's brother said, Don did remarkably well. And his brother said that Don did remarkably well from the poor side of town. But I would argue that he did remarkably well because he came from the poor side of town. Don was willing to work. Don was a great guy. I was riding with Don at one point when he saw a little girl get into an accident. He didn't worry. He didn't think. He didn't think about liabilities or repercussions. He simply took that little girl home to her parents, made sure he was all right, and he didn't even think about implications. He just did the right thing. Don was a great man, and we'll bang the drum slowly for him. I could say more, but I'm going to leave it at that because I think I'm getting a little choked up.